I think the best advice in the book relates to contingency planning. Before the last recession, the Caterpillar company was booming, and the division managers got together and they were sharing notes on how to ramp up production even further, even though they were at capacity. Because farmers wanted more big yellow machines, and contractors wanted more big yellow machines, and mining companies wanted more big yellow machines, and their big challenge, how to get more production. But when the division managers gathered, the Caterpillar CEO, Jim Owens, spoke to them. We've been through cycles before. We know that booms end at some point. So I want you each to develop a trough plan. I would have called it a recession contingency plan, but Jim called it a trough plan. Imagine sales in your division drop by 80% in 2 years' time. How are you going to be profitable? The division managers thought he was crazy. They were in the midst of a boom and he's talking about an 80% fall in sales. But they did what he asked. And you know what happened to the economy. 2008 came along. First half of the year, a little bit below expectations. In the second half of the year, Lehman Brothers went bankrupt. Bank failure after bank failure, catastrophe in the American economy. And most corporations in America dithered. Oh, let's have the committee talk about it next month, or we'll form a special task force, and gee, in a couple of months' time we'll have another quarter's financials, let's wait till then. At Caterpillar, it was different. The CEO, Jim Owens, saw the decline in orders, snapped his fingers and said, execute your trough plans. And because they had plans in place, Caterpillar responded to the change in circumstances faster than their competitors. But not only did they change faster, they changed smarter. In the relaxed environment before the recession, they're developing their trough plans and they're thinking, what are our corporate values? What are our long-run corporate strategies? And as an example, almost all sales of Caterpillar products are through dealers. And if the Caterpillar company is going to survive, their dealers have to survive. Can you imagine a Fortune 500 company not meeting Wall Street expectations, helping themselves at the expense of their dealers? Not only can I imagine it, I saw it. At Caterpillar, they responded faster, they responded smarter. But that's only half the story. Because 2009 came, it was somewhere in the neighborhood of the bottom, and Jim Owens said to his people, you know, we've been through cycles before, and there's always a rebound. What are the challenges that we will face in an economic rebound? And the production people said, well, you know, we always have trouble getting our suppliers to ramp up production. Because in order to make a big yellow machine, Caterpillar would buy steel from one company and hydraulic assemblies from another and electronic controls from another. And in order for Caterpillar to take advantage of the recovery, they needed all their suppliers to be able to ramp up production. They sent teams out to all their major suppliers and found some of them lacked the working capital to ramp up production. Some of them had let go key personnel. Some of them had let their machinery deteriorate. So with CAT's help, all of these suppliers got back into sync, and Caterpillar was able to grasp the gains from the recovery. And you can too, and I'm going to help you do that with a homework assignment. It will be graded. Now, I'm not going to grade your homework assignment. The economy will grade your homework assignment. I want you to take one sheet of paper to the coffee shop or bar of your choice, and at the top, I want you to write down the biggest risk for your organization. Now, that could be an economic recession, but it might also be a change in technology or social attitudes, government regulation, competition, whatever your biggest risk is. And if you know what it is right now, jot it down on the top of a piece of paper so you'll be ready. And I want you to sit down and just sketch out what are the steps that you would take if that risk came to pass. This is a one sheet of paper assignment. This is not a 3-ring binder assignment, just one sheet, and now you're halfway done. Refill your beverage, refill your coffee or your cocktail, and come back. And there's something interesting about a sheet of paper. I don't know if you've ever noticed it, but every sheet of paper I've ever seen has both a front side and a back side. You're going to use both, because on the back side I want you to write out what good things could happen to your business. It could be an economic boom or a change in technology, social attitudes, competition, government. Write down the good thing, and then what are you going to have to do in your organization to fully grasp the benefits? It's an uncertain economy, booms and busts and changes in other dimensions. You can limit downside risk and grab the upside potential through contingency planning.